Oh well, nice try Verstappen. 10 cars was good, but unfortunately, I'm better.
Congratulations on your success in the invitation event. It might not help you in the championship.
Thank you.
But it definitely helps to build your reputation.
I'm glad to finally see that my talents are not going unrecognised, folks. But welcome along to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexican Grand Prix here in Season 1 of our F1 2019 career mode with Team Racing Point. We've got our updates, and look at that, we've got more engine power. Bring it on. Weather for the race weekend is looking alright. Might be a chance of rain towards the end of the race, but we don't know. So let's have a look. Look at these major upgrades going on. Yes, please. Thank you very much. That is going to help us out a ton. I think if we get the minor wing upgrades going before then, we'll be happy. So, what should we go? Actually, we've got America next, so we want some more engine power. Let's go for more engine power. We need it. Bring it on for the next race, shall we? I think we'll work on getting the prices reduced for the wing stuff. If we can get those 5 little ones before the end of the season, it's going to help us out an absolute shit ton, mate. An absolute shit ton. Certainly, it's going to help us out a lot. So there's all our stuff. So let's take a look at the championship. Lewis Hamilton leads the way by 7 points from Valtteri Bottas. We're in a must-win situation. We've got to win, and we've got to hope that they have a bad race. In third place, Sebastian Vettel in fourth, then Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, Devin Butler and Nico Hulkenberg round out the top 10. The Constructors, I think Mercedes can win the Constructors this weekend, or they may have already won it, I can't remember. From Ferrari, then us, Red Bull, Haas, Renault, McLaren and Alfa Romeo have scored. Yet to score Williams and Toro Rosso. Although I hold out a lot of hope for Williams this weekend, especially with the engine power that a lot have. Especially how well Albon performed in Japan. I mean, my God, it was like Albon was a man on fire. Deserved a better finish than he did. But we'll have a look at the guys that have yet to score a point to their name any second now, when we can decide to come down the list, which should be any second now. Should be any second. There we go. So Albon, Russell, Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Kubica and Stroll. So we're going to go get practiced around this circuit. Hopefully our new engine power should help us out a lot. Then we are going to get qualified around this circuit, and hopefully if practice goes well, qualifying should go even better. And then we should see you guys, barring anything stupid happening in practice. I mean, what's the likelihood that something stupid's going to happen in practice? Hey, what's the likelihood? There is no likelihood. We'll see you guys for the Mexican Grand Prix. We'll see you in a bit then, folks.
Hope you're sitting comfortably, mate. We've got a sensor issue, and we're going to be stuck here for a while as we fix it.
Famous last words, eh? Alright. Let's get the newspaper out then, folks.
The air may be thin here in Mexico City. The atmosphere is anything but. The crowd have been chanting and singing, not just this afternoon, but throughout the entire weekend. There's a great love for Formula One here, and no small amount of expectation. Let's hope today's Grand Prix can meet it.
The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right and the remaining 7 going to the left.
Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Poole lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Sergio Perez,
And Butler, Weber,
Vettel, Gasly, and Nico Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Grosjean,
Alexander Albon, and Russell.
Verstappen. They've taken a grid penalty. Raikkonen,
Daniel Kvyat and Antonio Giovinazzi.
Stroll.
And Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid.
Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Well, I don't know what he's on about. The run into turn 1's not long because it's an absolute length down that straight. But as you saw, P1, and you can see the yellow on the tyres. We qualified P in session 2 on the medium tyre. So that's going to help us go a little bit longer into this race, which is going to be the one stop as prescribed. The medium onto the soft tyre. But yeah, practice and qualifying. This car was an absolute animal with the aero updates and the speed updates that we got. I cannot emphasize how good this car was. I mean, 4/10 faster than Lewis Hamilton, a 1:14.6, and he only did a 15 flat in Q3. That just tells you how good this car was, and the setup we've got on as well. So I'm hoping to go pole to the win, and it should make up for the embarrassment that was Russia. So without further ado, let's get into it, folks. So here we go then, folks, for the running of the Mexican Grand Prix season number 1. 5 red lights are on and 5 red lights are out, and it's lights out, and away we go. And as you can imagine, we get an absolutely atrocious start to I believe that's Bottas there in second. Look at that, we are already 3, 4, sometimes there's 5 wide in there somewhere. There's somewhere in there, I don't know where they are, but we're going to dive it into turn 1 and take first place back. Someone, I think that's Perez, has dived around the inside of the other Mercedes on the way down to turn 4 now. You can see they're still side by side in certain aspects, but into turn 4 we go, and then around turn 5, and looks like Perez is trying to bully his way through. Come on, Perez. This is Perez's home race, folks. If it's gonna happen to him, then it's gonna happen to him. But you can see that Mercedes is right on our tail through the S's. What the hell? That Mercedes has got some oomph down the S's, but we got the oomph down the powers. It's actually Hamilton in second place there. Perez is fighting with Valtteri as we go into the stadium section for the first time, with the Mexicans absolutely on their feet because their hero is basically in the lead. He's in striking distance of the lead here, and we come through start lap number 2. Hamilton right on our case, but speaking of right on the case, right at the back for P16 we've got Tony Giovinazzi with Kimi Raikkonen. The Alfa Romeos fight each other big time here down the main straight. Is Kimi going to pull a late move on Giovinazzi here? I think he might, though. Gio's got the corner and Raikkonen's got the drive, and that's Kimi up into P16. But oh, look out! Hello. That's we got one of the Toro Rossos fighting with the one of the McLarens there. A big lock up into turn 4 for someone that it looks like it is Kvyat. Yes, that's Kvyat passing it. It looked like Lando Norris. We can see Hamilton is literally all over our rear wing here. What has happened to the pace of this car? Is it just the fact that he's on soft tyres, we're on the mediums, which we're going for because of the rain that's due to come? And for some reason, whoa, big wide that moment there, and Hamilton's going to try on the outside into the stadium section. Bang wheels there! You have a word with yourself and keep it nice and clean there, Lewis. Because if you don't, we'll make sure that you don't keep it clean at all. But coming out of the Peralta, Nigel Mansell corner to start lap number 3, and Hamilton is literally all over our rear. He doesn't have DRS yet, it's not active. Well, it has been activated, but it's not active yet, and we're going to escort him over to the grass. That was a bit rude on our part, but we had to do something to make sure he didn't come past. as he goes for these. But look at Bottas! Bottas for the championship, remember. He's in this championship fight still, and he's going side by side with Lewis Hamilton. Checo Perez is in close attendance, so is that Ferrari. I believe that's Charles Leclerc. Vettel is having a woeful race, but look at this. The Mercedes side by side, wheel to wheel. No quarter given, no quarter taken from either of them. And it looks like Bottas has got Hamilton. Very nice, thank you very much. Now down the field, Kimi Räikkönen and George Russell. Max Verstappen in a line here. They're going to be pretty darn close. That's Räikkönen passing George Russell with the greatest of ease. Will Verstappen have a go? No, he won't. But that is Kimi up a position. But what happened behind them? Kvyat's having a go at Tony Giovinazzi here, and that's easy as you like. It looks like Giovinazzi is just struggling for pace right now. I moved the Russian up into P17. Thank you, says that man. Up further in the field, Nico Hülkenberg is about to pass Lucas Weber. I think the Germans are all over each other here into the second staging section. Big lock up there from one of the cars in front of me. That was the Red Bull locking up of the man Gasly. And it looks like Hülkenberg has got the position, although Weber's coming back around the outside. Gonna have a try into the S's, is he? Oh, that's brave. Oh, but he's got retained the position as we're checking our engine for some reason. It's a brand new engine, thanks to what happened in Russia, as we are live back now. And oh, well, that's Hülkenberg out of the race, I do believe. Well, that lasted. Hülkenberg now dicking the lineup as well as he comes out the last corner. That's going to help a lot of people in the DRS zone. One person it won't help is looks like Sebastian Vettel. He's fighting Devon Butler for P6. I tell you what, Devon Butler, he's having a strong end to the season. Don't be surprised if this kid, and he's a kid, let's be honest here, if he ends up in a big team next season, because I think he's doing better than Grosjean, certainly in the Haas. He's certainly done more than Kevin Magnussen, as Butler fights off Vettel and retains P6 for the moment. Now, one of the people it dicked up with Hülkenberg retiring with his teammate Daniel Ricciardo, who's fighting with Alex Albon for P11. I tell you, ever since Albon's gone to that Williams has come on fire. And I'm really excited for this partnership of Albon and Russell in the Williams. But yeah, down the inside will go the Aussie on the Thai driver, but the Thai driver's got the run on the outside. I think he's got him. Has he got it? Yes, he has. That's incredible. Albon doing bits in the Williams. Move him over to P11. So there's Hülkenberg's retirement. George Russell got dicked up by that, and Max Verstappen's right behind him with so is Kvyat, and that looks like Giovinazzi, as well as we go side by side, the Dutchman and the young Brit GP3 champion. And oh, that was easy as you like. Round the outside of turn 1, Max Verstappen, thank you very much. He's up into P14. But this fight between Bottas and Hamilton is still going as Hamilton tried to move on. Bottas tried to move on us. But look at that, Hamilton around the outside of Bottas. That's for the championship, and still in close proximity, Checo Perez. And I think Hamilton's got his man. Yes, he has. So move him up into P2. We're back live as we come out the stadium section here on lap number 4. Heading to the line for lap number 5, and it looks like Hamilton's got an absolute run. We're going to just go right to the inside. Hamilton's following our every move down this long straight. Keep your eye on Perez here, because with all three of us offline, Perez is online. He'll pick up something here in a second as we escort Hamilton to the outside of the track, and Bottas is going to just dive it up the inside. Yes, please, thank you very much, says Valtteri. I want some of that. But look, here comes Perez. Perez in front of the home fans. He's got Hamilton. Will he get Bottas? This would be incredible if he does. The man Perez is a man on fire. He's got him. Get yourself in there, Checo. P1 and 2 from the Force Indias. That is how you do some business. As who is that? That is Albon and Ricciardo. So Ricciardo's gone past Albon again for P11. That was a job nicely done. Kimi's now found himself in the firing line from Max Verstappen and George Russell down the main straight. Russell's having a go at Verstappen. Oh, we're looking at the wrong camera here. Oh, look at that. Russell breezing past Raikkonen like he wasn't even there. Russell taking 2 positions. Verstappen went around the outside of Raikkonen and moved him up in a P14. George Russell to P13. As Giovinazzi's coming under attack from Hollywood Lance Stroll. And this is for P17. Down the main straight, that Toro Rosso's got some oomph to it. And it's also got P17's the big lockup. And you know now why we call him Hollywood Lance Stroll. Because he's prone to do the big move and then fail at the very last moment. Now who's that? That's Devon Butler under attack from Sebastian Vettel for P7. Knowing the lines at the moment, Vettel should get that. He's escorted Butler to the outside of the corner, and yes, he does move Sebastian up into P7. Whew, it's an exciting 5 laps so far, and we've still got 13 of them to go. Now, we were expecting this rain. I don't know where this rain has gone.
Shows the tyres are okay.
As, what is that?
Anticipate good level.
Anticipate good tyre wear. I anticipate as well. Look at this! Oh, you... Hey, I tell you what, you're being cheeky here, Checo. Checo's being cheeky, folks. He's trying to take the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix from us, and he's dicked himself up because there goes... that looks like Bottas has found his way past as well, but Checo's not going to give that one up easily. He better not, because if he does, he'll have Otmar to answer to. As Hamilton has been dropped now. He's in the terminal there with Charles Leclerc behind him. Sebastian Vettel's right behind him. I tell you what, that's crucial for the championship. He's got to keep ahead of these 2 Ferraris. Because the Ferraris are not in the fight, but certainly they can dick his fight up. And Hamilton's kept that position for the moment. As all hell breaks loose in front of him. Look back towards Sebastian Vettel. He's having to think about a move down into turn 4. He's going to go for the move in turn 4 as well. That's going to help Hamilton out no end. But is it really? Because, yeah, Sebastian Vettel's right behind him now. And not even I will want Sebastian Vettel behind him as Devon Butler's now been dropped by the Ferraris. He's got the man Gasly. He's got Lucas Weber. He's got Roman Grosjean in there as well. Look at this. Side by side by side by side. Everyone's going to move up and down positions as Butler locks up. And move Gasly up to P7. Move Grosjean up to P8, and will Weber get his former GP2 sparring partner as well? Don't think he will, and that's going to be Weber down to P9 as Ricciardo and Albon being shown here. Now, as I imagine Albon with the superior speed in that Williams is just going to breeze past the Ricciardo like he's not even there before turn 1. Oh, he's not. I tell you what, that's going to end in tears for somebody side by side. Come on. Sort it out, boys. Yeah, there you go. Move him up to, I believe that is P11 still. But Albon's coming back. Oh, big lock up from Danny Rick. He's trying to keep P11. But Albon, you'll find, has got the corner. And he'll just escort Ricciardo to the outside of the corner. And thank you very much, P11 for the tie driver. Now, how is Max Verstappen doing with George Russell? He's not doing too good, unfortunately. He's still down in P13. It's a bit disappointing, but look at the speed that Williams has got. My God, if they could just sort out everything else, that's a car to be reckoned with. As we go to Kvyat, he's defending from Hollywood Lance Stroll. Let's see what the Canadian can do on the Russian. This was one of the driver changes I was not very excited about, I'll be honest. But it looks like Stroll's gone around the outside route. Kvyat's going to hang it inside. Still side by side down to turn 4. They're going to go. That Giovinazzi is lurking as well. And he's just nicked a place, I think, off Hollywood Lance Stroll. Thanks to the Red Bulls arguing all the time. In fact, you can move Giovinazzi up a place. Because that should be a given. No, it's not a given. They're going to be side by side to the S's here. That's incredible. Oh, that was relenting as well. Don't ask me how they managed to get there, but they managed to get through there. And they managed to get through there with practically no fuss.
Okay, some information on Perez. They have an issue with their car.
Oh, that wasn't something about Perez, was it? I saw something about some information and I saw Perez. Oh, I hope not. Checo, please, no. Checo under attack from Hamilton at the background. As we defended like mad against Bottas, and there you go, here comes Hamilton. He's fighting off Valtteri. Will he get his man for P2? I think he did, yes. So, oh yeah, you can see Perez is struggling. No, not your home Grand Prix, mate. Oh, that is terrible if that's happened as Ricciardo breezes past Albon for P11 again. But if that's happened to Perez, you've got to feel for Perez in that instant, man. You've got to feel for Perez, man. That is such heartbreak for the Mexican, as we saw, I believe that was, well, I don't know, there was Russell and Verstappen fighting. But here, yeah, the writings are, look at this, struggling with some kind of issue. Because Vettel's about to pounce on him for P4. Oh, in front of the home fans as well. That's just going to be heartbreaking for the Mexican. And that's job done into the last corner as Verstappen gets a run on Albon. That's going to be interesting. How's you going to make that one work? Down the inside into the stadium section. The crowd are going nuts here. As oh, nice camera shot there. I loved that camera shot. Can we have more of that, please? It looks like, oh, they're still going to be side by side. And that's Verstappen upper position. As we come back live to ourselves, starting lap number 8 with Hamilton all over our rear wing. We have got to get Lewis Hamilton away from us, and we've got to get Lewis Hamilton away from us quickly, because he's having to think about the outside. Every race here matters for the championship, and we know that if that's the case, we've just got to bring it home in one piece and hope that the Mercedes have a bad race. I don't want to commentate on this because this is heartbreaking. My teammate, the Mexican, in his home race. No, he's been passed by Charles Leclerc. Big lock-up from Perez. Come on, Perez. No, he's got P5 as Charles Leclerc. And that could end up being even worse for the Mexican. As, what was I looking at there? Grosjean, I think, is past Devon Butler there. Speaking of being passed, there goes one of the Williams. I think it's Albon passing Verstappen. The free wide down the main straight! The two Williamses on the Red Bull. The Red Bull's just been left for dead. As Albon and Russell decide who wants to be P12. It's Albon on the outside and Russell's just nicked that place. So Russell has pinched 2 pockets there. Says Kingsland's number 2 driver. As yeah, he's Kingsland's number 2, and he'll always be Kingsland's number 2 behind Martin Brundle. As Kvyat gets a run on Kimi Räikkönen here. Will the Iceman relent from the cold torpedo? The Finn and the Russian, and it looks like the Finn's going to hold on. No, the Russian's coming back. It's the Cold War revisited there as Räikkönen defends like mad. You got Giovinazzi looking back. There's Hollywood Lance Stroll attacking Giovinazzi. I think they need to get Giovinazzi out of that car because, quite frankly, he's rubbish. Someone else in that car will do absolute bits. Excuse me. As Giovinazzi thinks about it, but I don't think he's got it. As he... Oh, he has! Well, I didn't see that move come in. Hollywood Lance Stroll loses the position there. Now, how did this fight between the two Williamses end up? Well, it ended up pretty simple, really. Albon going around the outside of Russell into turn 4. And I imagine coming out the inside, Albon will be in front of Russell. Something like that. So that's how that goes. Look at it. This is heartbreaking. Grosjean. Oh, I thought we were going to see the man Gasly go for Perez, but it looks like Grosjean's got other ideas. Excuse me. I'm coming through. Excuse me. I said, excuse me, he wants to come through. But the man Gasly won't let him have it. And it looks like Grosjean, oh, they're going to still be side by side up the main straight. There's pit stops happening. We've got pit stops going, so these are the soft tyre runners coming off here. So side by side down the main straight, but look at that. Grosjean has got the absolute speed. Will Verstappen come back? He's trying to. Will he get there in time? Oh, big lock up from Grosjean. Incredible, folks. Incredible. That was for P7 at the time. It looks like Grosjean's finally got his man. So we can get back to racing here. So we're still on the medium tyre here. We're making everything last as long as we can. To try and... it looks like the rain that was forecast isn't going to come now. So we can either go onto the soft tyre, or we can just absolutely pulverise the medium tyre and pray it does come. It may not come, but we'll have a see as we come through the stadium section here. I believe we were supposed to pit this lap, but we're going to extend it one more lap here. Try and get an overcut on Hamilton as Hamilton goes in the pits. So we're going to have a look here and see what is what. See where we can make up some more time. Leclerc is in the pits as well. So Ricciardo is the man in second place. Grosjean in P3, although Hamilton's just come out in P3 as well. So now this is interesting. Vettel came in before those lot, and he's stuck behind Lucas Weber. And you got who is that coming out on the side there? It looked like Hamilton there for a second. Although, is that Hamilton? I don't know. Who is that? Have I got my Mercedes mixed up here? No, that's Bottas in front of Vettel. That's Hamilton behind them. So why Hamilton was in P3, I haven't got a clue. But here you go, down the main straight. We got Danny Kvyat and Lando Norris? Yes, Lando Norris. That's a P15. We haven't seen much of Lando this race, although he's been hanging out at the back of the field, which is a typical Lando thing to do. And the woes of Sergio Perez continue as Grosjean's about to go past him, I think. He hasn't got his issue sorted yet. He could finish anywhere, Perez. I hope he finishes in the points because he deserves that. And here we come for our pit stop. We're going to get the soft tyre, the soft tyre on now, and hope that all comes well of this. We're just going to have a drink of Diet Coke here. 1 second. There you go. Tesco's Diet Coke. It's not good, but it's palatable. So we've come out in the lead, and with a healthy lead as well, that looks like. Bigger lead than we actually had. I didn't think we'd have that much of a lead, but turns out that we do. As Weber is passed with the greatest of ease by Lewis Hamilton. That was forsakenly god easy. Good lord! You saw the speed differential there. But that was damn easy, as we see, who is that? That is Devon Butler. Perez is right behind him. I tell you what, I think Perez may have his issue sorted here, because look at the speed that the Force India's got on Butler. And Butler may want to look behind him because the man Gasly is going to go past him. Yeah, you take that, you smug, pompous British, whatever. Thank you very much. Get a P8, whatever. Perez is up to P8. That'll make him a little happier. As oh hello, something's happened there. We'll see what we get there. As who is that? That's Giovinazzi with Hollywood Lance Stroll for P17. Oh, that was easy. Hollywood Lance Stroll passes him with the greatest of ease. Thank you very much, says that man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for doing everything. And it looks like we found out why the yellow flags are out, because I think Albon's about to retire. That's a shame, man. Albon was having a cracker. He was having an absolute stormer there, folks. And he'll park it off to the side of turn 3. And thank you very much. That's his job done for the day. So 18 runners are left in the Mexican Grand Prix as we come across the line. Start lap number 12. Valtteri Bottas is in second place, and Hamilton is charging after Sebastian Vettel for P3. And I want Vettel to finish third here, because that would really put the cat amongst the pigeons as far as the championship's concerned, with Hamilton in P4. But it looks like Hamilton's just going to breeze it round the outside, is he? Although Vettel, the 4-time champion of the world, is going to hold him out there. You shouldn't really be passing each other because you got the yellow flags there, but you relented and you gained the position back, so fair play. Hamilton will try the outside, but that's not going to work here as we go to Charles Leclerc. He's being chased down by... Who is he being chased down by? Roman Grosjean for P6. That Haas has come alive, folks. I don't know what it is that that Haas has been drinking, but I think that the Ferrari in front of it wants some more of it. And look at that. That was Leclerc's on the medium. I don't know why. Sorry, the hard tyre. Grosjean's on the medium. They're still side by side. Down into turn 4. I think Leclerc's going to hold on here. Although knowing Leclerc's luck, he may not hold on. In fact, no, he is going to hold on. But I think Grosjean's going to go around the outside and get the run down to turn... turn 8. Yes, he will. Thank you very much, Ruben Grosjean with a P6. Now, I did see something going on in the background. I imagine it's something to do with Checo, because the man Gasly's coming past him here. And there goes Devon Butler. Are they free wide? They're free wide! Down the main straight! It looks like Butler's just picked both of their pockets. That was insane. He got a big lock up there. That'll put Gasly in attention there. You got Verstappen as well. Where's Verstappen come from almost? He's come alive, folks. So Perez is down in P10. That's worth a point. What isn't worth a point, though, is this fight with George Russell and Daniel Ricciardo for P12. That's worth, well, the combined total of nothing, really. And Ricciardo's just passed Russell for P12. P12 may as well score P20 because P12 means nothing. As well, that's sad, but it's true. Lando Norris is P14 now. He's all of a sudden found himself in P14 after being last. But he's now P15 because Danny Kvyat has passed him with P14. And I think I saw Giovinazzi and Hollywood Lance Stroll fighting over a position here. I think that's what I saw. I like to think that's what I saw. And indeed it was. So move him up to... Where are we moving him up to? I don't know where we're moving him up to, but I know where he's going. He's going backwards, folks. And yeah, so Giovinazzi up to... down to P17, Stroll to P16. Meanwhile, look at us, fastest sector. Get ready for a fastest lap, folks. These soft tyres have come alive. A 16.9. Wow, that's fast. Now, Hamilton's going to have another go at Sebastian here, and there's no DRS for Sebastian. This is going to be candy from the baby. If Hamilton gets it before turn 1, he does. And move Sebastian Vettel down to P4, Hamilton back in the podium place, although I'd rather they kept going there. Speaking of rather kept going, Leclerc and Grosjean are still fighting over P6. That's a fight that's not going to go away, I think. You're going to have to pry it from his cold, dead hands if you want that position. But speaking of cold, dead hands, Perez and Verstappen are fighting over P10, so Verstappen has got past Perez somewhere. I don't know how that happened. But Perez has taken the final point back, because look at the background there. That looked like Russell's passed Ricciardo again for P12. So George Russell could be the spoiler here for a point. And it would be his first point of the season as we go to, one of my notes, Kvyat and Norris again for P14. And look at that. Norris has passed Kvyat before the first corner is even in sight. That's incredible how fast that is. Meanwhile, the pace on our soft tyres has gone already. We got one pumping lap in there, and that was all we managed to get. As we cross the line, I think actually that's because we're just saving ERS at the moment. We're saving the engine, saving ERS saving everything that we can get a hold of just to try and make it, as Lewis Hamilton is trundling along in P3. But I tell you what, that Ferrari is getting close. That Ferrari is getting close. He's going to go for a late one down the inside. Sebastian Vettel for P3. Big lock up from Lewis Hamilton. But Hamilton relents and keeps the pressure off for now. Speaking of the other Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, P6. He's about to be passed by Grosjean for P17 before the first corner comes inside. Ferrari on Ferrari. That well, of Haas is essentially the junior Ferrari team, and move him up into P6. Thank you very much, says that man. As the man Gasly fights Devon Butler for P8. Come on, the man Gasly. That's done before the first corner as well. The cars are now all of a sudden flying on their own. We don't know what's going on here. But hey, George Russell's got past Verstappen. We haven't seen that. And he's now past Perez into P10. You cheeky. I want to smack him. He may be Kings Lynn's number one, but I still want to smack him. As Verstappen and Ricciardo, the ex-Red Bull teammates, sorry mate, that's for P12. If I was Ricciardo, go for the outside, you'll get the run round the inside of turn 5. Another lock up there from one of them. We didn't see who with the sun shining down. It looks like Ricciardo's going to get it. Yes, he is. Verstappen's bad race is going from bad to worse to horrendous. Oh god, not these two again. Norris and Kvyat. Are you two just going to get this sorted out, please? You're P14. It's worth nothing. Apart from bragging rights. Just like Joe Venazzi here, trying to pass Hollywood Lance Stroll for P16. It's worth nothing. It's worth the combined total of Jack. And that is what it is, unfortunately. It is the combined total of Jack. As we come through to start lap number 15, we're still in the lead. We're still saving ERS as well. Bottas is not getting any closer. So the sheer power of our engine is just carrying us forward. That is what we wanted to see. That is what we wanted to happen, folks. And I am absolutely thrilled that is what's happened. As Leclerc and Grosjean resume for P6. This is worth a few points. Tell you what, if the rumours going around the paddock are to be believed that Leclerc is looking to be replaced, I tell you what, Devon Butler's having a good outing here to put his name in the hat. I don't want him there because that wouldn't be fair on him. As Grosjean and the man Gasly, no, that is Butler, sorry, and the man Gasly. So that was Grosjean actually fighting with Leclerc. I do apologise there to Roman Grosjean fans. I wasn't giving Grosjean the credit he deserves. But move the man Gasly up into P8 as Perez and Russell resume for P10. Come on, Perez. He had heartbreak earlier, now we need him to get back on it. Come on. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to happen. Get your finger out of your rear end and get on with it. But speaking of get on with it, Norris and Kvyat for P14. Oh, big lock up from Lando. That could come back and haunt him. I hope it doesn't, but down the inside we'll go Kvyat for P14 at the moment. Got a feeling that'll continue as Stroll breezes past Giovinazzi for P16. Sorry, P17? No, that is P16. What am I talking about? There's one car still out there, and I think it's Kimi Räikkönen. Don't know where Kimi is. He's a long way back as Kvyat and Norris continue this fight for P14. Sort it out, gentlemen, please. I mean, for God's sake. It's only for P14. It's worth the combined total of nothing. It really is worth not a lot. Isn't it, folks? I don't know what they're planning. I don't know what they're up to. But they're planning and up to something. As we start lap number 16, we're going to turn the engine up here and see if we can get another fast lap out of this car. Really hammer home the advantage that we've had. As Hamilton's gaining on Bottas, but it looks like Vettel is gaining on Hamilton here for P3. This is incredible. He's gone for the inside move. Is he going to get the job done? He better, because if he doesn't, then Hamilton's going to be right there. Come on, Sebastian. Sebastian Vettel is going to be my hero if he gets this move done. Stay right there. You'll get it done down into turn 4. Yes, you will, you little beauty of a German. Thank you very much. Move him into P3 as Grosjean and Leclerc fight again for P4, so 6. This fight's going to carry on to the end of the race, I do think. If you look down the field, it looks like Perez has big lockup from Grosjean, and he's past Leclerc for P6. That's that job done. As is this Norris and Kvyat again? How did you know it would be Norris and Kvyat? I mean, these guys are just fighting each other for anything, really. It's utterly incredible what is happening. They just can't seem to sort it out. Snork and Stroll and Giovinazzi. They can't sort out what's going on from what is going on. But yeah, we'll just get on with it though, because we're going to start lap 17. We didn't get a fastest lap there, as you can see. But Hamilton looks like he's going to have a go at Vettel. Yes, he is. That is incredible, folks. Hamilton up into P3 as Grosjean and Leclerc is having a fight with over P6 again, and Leclerc's going to get that job done. Look at the background, looks like Butler's past the man Gasly. Let's see if yes, it did. That's P8 for the man Gasly. So P8 for Devon Butler, P9 for the man Gasly. I think Perez has sorted this issue. He's got away from George Russell, and he's going to be P10 if nothing goes wrong. Speaking of nothing goes wrong, looks like Kvyat and Norris are fighting over P14. That's going to be a job done again. Oh, and look in the background. Giovinazzi and Hollywood Lance Stroll are fighting again. Oh no, they're not fighting again, surely. Alright, it's really incredible how they keep fighting, folks. Lord knows how they do it, but they do it. But coming out of the stadium section on lap number 17, we're coming to start the final lap, folks. And I think you can agree this has been absolutely dominant so far. It has been an absolute domination. We have just taken this car and we seem to have absolutely let it fly as Vettel's looking to get past Lewis Hamilton again for P3. Did we write that down? I don't think we wrote that down. But we know it all off by heart at the moment, because that's what we do. We're going to just have a look back here. Did we put it somewhere? Oh, we put it somewhere else. Oh, dear me. That's still going on. Oh, I think they had contact there. Wheel on the wing. If that was the case, that's a bit of a no deal there. They're still side by side into the second stadium section. And Hamilton's going to retain P3. I think that'll be that done, as Leclerc looks to get past Roman Grosjean here. That's for P6. Keep an eye on the background. I think the man Gasly is looking at Devon Butler. Yes, he is. We're going to have to cut to that. See what's going on there. Here it comes. That's the move that we saw in the background. That's the move that we're going to see right about now as well. Move him up into move him into P8. As Ricciardo's now under attack from Max Verstappen. I think that's going to be for a position as well. Indeed it will. P12 is the Dutchman's. He says, thank you very much. Give me that. There goes Lando. Lando and Kvyat again. P14. Hello, Yoshi. That's that fight. Yes, I hear you, Yoshi. We'll be dealing with you in a second. You give me 2 seconds, we'll deal with you. You're a cute little moggy, aren't you? As Giovinazzi passes Hollywood Land Stroll. That's a P16. But coming into the staging section, the fireworks are going off, folks. Oh, this has been easy. Oh, after the disappointment of Russia and Japan, we are back, folks. To win the Mexican Grand Prix, folks. Oh yeah, I've had my hair cut.
That's a race win.
Oh dear me. That was a good one, folks. That was a good one.
And an incredible win for Racing Point. A brilliant performance. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
Racing Point's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the veterans of the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
It has to be said, Roman Grosjean certainly had my eye today. He made impressive gains during the race.
Let's move on to the Constructors. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Phew. Cannot believe that one, folks. That was a good race. Yeah, I've had my hair cut, so if you see me with longer hair in the transition, now you know why. But we won the Mexican Grand Prix, folks, and I think it was only right that we did because we were the best car. Valtteri second, Lewis Hamilton third. That's big for the championship. That's the gap down to 11 points. Sebastian Vettel fourth, Lucas Weber. How did he finish fifth? I didn't see how he finished fifth. He just came out of nowhere to finish fifth. Grosjean, Leclerc, the man Gasly, Devon Butler, and you gotta feel for Perez, man. You really, really have to feel for Perez. He could have won the race, but he's finished P10, and a fair chunk of change down the field as well. And 2 DNFs, Nico Hulkenberg and Alex Albon. Shame for them. Oh well. Let's go and see what Claire has to say for us, shall we?
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Gladly.
It doesn't get much better.
Does it? Hell get better. It is absolutely fantastic that we won around Mexico. I am ecstatic. So let's pay off the aero department because it was brilliant. Obviously, they must be thrilled. I cannot begin to emphasise how thrilled they must be with how we're performing. But I can't do without them, man.
Things are looking up after last week.
Well, yeah, last week was disappointed with a 6th place finish in Japan. I think we've got to compliment. Got to be the aero. Where's the aero? Oh no, the power unit. Because we just had so much power.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Fantastic. Can I begin to tell you how good that feels, man? Feels so good. So looks like we're definitely going to beat Verstappen, and we won't choose another rival after that. We'll just concentrate on Sergio, because you know, Max is Max, as they say. Oh, I got something in my eye there. That didn't help matters. 1,238 resource points to spend. Oh, that feels so good. Yes, please congratulate me. Who are you? You're Jeff. You're Jeff, he's Carl. Cannot believe that, man. What a race. What a race. Fan Dabby Slappy Soozaloos. Right then, what can we spend? You can see we got one of the aero updates that we wanted. So let's go with... What should we go with? I don't know what to go with. I think we should go with the... yeah, we should go with these two. Then next week bring an absolute mega aero package to the Circuit of the Americas, which is going to help through that fast section at the start of the lap. And then what we will be, what, third best aero package on the grid? Amazing. Amazing, folks. Third best aero package on the grid. What more could you ask for, eh? Everything, like I said, if we can get out of Abu Dhabi the 3 major aero updates and the power update, we'll take that into Australia, and we should be fantastic going into the next new season. But let's see what we can do here. Everything looks hunky-dory. Meh. We may change some stuff around, bring newer stuff to Kota. We may go with some of the old stuff. And there's the champ. That was big. That was good for the championship. That was good. We needed that. But Mercedes have confirmed themselves as constructors champions. So well played to them. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that. Let's get this video to 10 likes for that amazing action. I think it's more than deserving of it. And subscribe again for more daily F1 2019, Snooker 19, WRC 7, as well as other live streams that are available throughout the week. I do believe we've got to change the gearbox. We get a brand new gearbox at the end of this race. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. And until we see you next time, take care, everybody. It's ta-ta for now.